What is up, you fine people? It is Dewey, ready to shut it down for recovery. Alright, so I'm gonna, someone had asked me to actually share my testimony. And I'm gonna do that. And I will try to keep it somewhat short. But I don't want to purposely leave something out that could be beneficial to help someone else in recovery. So, my wife and I, we not only were together, we were using partners. That's what we did. It was so toxic. It was horrible. Verbally, emotionally, physically. I never hurt her physically, but the emotionally and mentally can hurt worse than the physical. In our active addiction, it was terrible. I was horrible. I'm gonna talk about me. So I'm not gonna make comments about my wife because she should be the one that shares it. Anyway, we were tired, physically, mentally, emotionally. We were drained, tired. We decided to do something that most people would say you're insane for even thinking about doing it. Like, are you nuts? We went to Child Protective Services. We did. We walked in. We said, "Hey, we need help." We actually we got turned away because they said that our son he was well taken care of. He was healthy. He had somewhere to live. He had food in his tummy, and we were like, look, we need help. They turned us away, and so then we we left. They had a hotline number, so we called. Actually, I should say I called. She was standing next to me. And once again, I did a report on us and was like, hey, this is what's going on, A through Z. Nothing happened. So we waited a couple days. We're like, well, maybe they're going to pop up. And they didn't. So we like I said, waited a couple days, went down to their office. And we were like, we need help. Once again, your son's not abused. He's not in danger. He's well taken care of. He's very healthy. And we were like, look, we need help. We need help. Like, we are addicts. We need help. Like, this cannot be, this can't be it. Like, we need help. Can't help ya. We leave, same thing, called the hotline, made a report, nothing happened. The third time, we went into that office. Her and I had a plan that there was going to be help given that moment. Some people could make comments, say, it wasn't that kind of like triangulation, manipulation kind of stuff for what you did. Yeah, it was. We wanted to help because we knew what we were doing wasn't okay, and we also knew that what we were doing around our child wasn't okay. I'm not minimizing nothing. I'm not gonna say, well, because we weren't doing this, that ain't happening. I'm not gonna. No minimizing. So we walked in the door on the third try. And we we had done something that one would land me in jail, but I knew that by what I did, it would land me in jail. I knew that my wife and my son were going to get the help that was needed. Her and I were in complete agreement. What we had done was, I had medicine. She opened her hand. I poured out medicine, and she took it. And they couldn't believe it. But guess what? We got the help. That very day, they met with us. The next day, they came. We went into treatment, and we were grateful. But like most relationships in treatment, a lot of times they don't last, because if you use together as a couple, and you go into treatment, and each of you are going through individual treatment plans and stuff, and you're going through different types of classes, stuff starts coming out, and there's resentments, and there's chaos, and a bunch of other stuff that comes out. In a lot of relationships, they just don't last. Ours was one of those relationships that in recovery. We were together in a crisis housing unit with our child. We were arguing a bunch, and I ended up calling her a really, really bad word, and it's not the word that most of you think. I called her a blinking idiot, and that word, it destroyed us. That even at that time, I was 30 plus days clean, but I wasn't there yet. So we had separated, and we both worked on ourselves individually, not together, and we ended up getting back together. She was a strong, independent woman, who learned that she had a voice, and that was amazing to hear my wife use her voice and say, "Brake check." Guess what? That ain't gonna happen. Or she would say, "Shut it down." Well, actually, she wouldn't say "shut it down." She actually got tired of me saying that all the time. Excuse me. But anyway, that's kind of a gist of what happened. But we did get back together. We have been together ever since. We're going on 12 years together, and I am so grateful to have her. We had a daughter. Her name is Aubrey. Unfortunately, Aubrey had passed away, and that was outside of treatment. And we went through a lot in our recovery. Our son nearly dying from bacterial meningitis, to our daughter Aubrey. She's our hummingbird, and she passed away, and we didn't take any of those circumstances as a excuse to use. We are so grateful for our recovery, for our treatment teams, for the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, for our sponsors, for our fellow brothers and sisters in recovery. So here it is at 9 minutes and 53 seconds. I want to say this to you. If you are in your active addiction, it is a struggle. It will be a struggle, and it'll continue to be a struggle. But I promise you, if you walk into a room, go to a meeting, get a call list. If you ain't got a phone, I promise you, someone at a meeting will make sure that you get heard. The rooms are amazing, people. They are amazing. What they do is amazing. I am so grateful that I was able to share this with you, and to kind of give my testimony. I can't say it enough that if you are go to a meeting, please go to a meeting, find a sponsor, work the steps, be a service. I promise you that just getting into the door is the hardest part. But once you walk in that door, let me tell you what, your life is about to change. It is going to change. I'm not telling you it's going to be rainbows and butterflies. But what I am going to tell you is that your life is going to change in an amazing way. And as you start to recover, and let me tell you something, we do recover, and you will recover too. So like I said, go to a meeting, find a sponsor, work the steps, be a service, get a call list. If you need someone to talk to, there will be numbers. Like I said, if you tell someone you ain't got a phone, I promise you, someone will find a way for you to speak to them. I promise you. If you want to leave me a comment and you want to talk, I promise you, I will write you back. I promise you that if you write me, I will give you my number and I will pick up that phone when you call. So like I said, go to a meeting, find a sponsor, work the steps, be a service. My name is Dewey. We are shutting this down right now for recovery. I hope you have a blessed, amazing night. And please be kind to everyone.